We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Engaging foe.
Base is under attack.
Darkness rides. Clever. Engaging foe. The void.
Someone has sent another Void Thrasher against us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
You must construct additional.
From the shadows I come.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
Our blades meet the enemy. Darkness. Cartoon. I am intrigued. I am the blade of the Narazim. I am but a phantom.
are recovering the last solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
Construct additional pylons.
I have returned. From the shadows I come. None shall break us. I bask in the twilight. Nasperu Unadar. I am intrigued. Engaging foe.
Another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
I will comply.
Amon's Thrashers are no match for the Templar. The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it. Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
The solar core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver. The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the aeon of strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult. Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Cartoon. Vengeance for ire.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready. Select the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful. This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here. Any leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems. You may begin diverting Solarite now.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present, and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun. This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon's Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
Tell me, Vorazun, how will we bring destruction to your world?
The Zelnaga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge, and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my world.
I have been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's hybrid and Zerg through the gateway as we can. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
You mean to bleed him? Bold. But we can't risk the forces it would require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
Our forces have secured the Zelnaga Temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the Callus, it will take time.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
The Nerazim have long used Kadaran monoliths to protect our lands. I see your Phase-Smith has become familiar with them.
Indeed, Matriarch. The monoliths are quite deadly and fire a considerable distance. They should prove instrumental in our defense.
The moment has come. Let us begin. The sooner the Zenith stones are destroyed, the better off we shall be. The Zerg will overwhelm the temple grounds shortly.
Agreed. Although, should it become necessary, my Dark Templar can sneak through the enemy and destroy the stones.
Give your order. With pride.
The Zerg gathered for an attack to the southwest. Ignite your blades, warriors!
I have returned.
You have not enough minerals.
Engaging foe. We will attack.
Hierarch, there are more resources nearby. We can construct a second nexus near them to accelerate our harvesting. Exercise caution when attacking a Zenith Stone. The energies within may become volatile as it is damaged.
I shall arise. Our light lives on. I have returned. I have returned.
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the northwest.
Zok Kalados. Glory and perseverance. And Aris. Engaging foe. There is no solace in exile.
Base is under attack.
Glory.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our nexus point defend against enemy incursions.
Retribution awaits.
Artanis, our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuris.
And yet, not a single hybrid. Amon is testing our resolve.
Engaging foe.
The Zerg approach the temple from the southeastern accessway.
Eternally.
yourselves, Templar. The Zerg are moving to assault both sides of the temple.
I walk the shadowed path. We will talk. Engaging foe. We stand one.
The temple grounds are still vulnerable. We should construct more photon cannons and Kadaran monoliths before they are overrun.
Eternally, as you say. Glory through perseverance.
Base is under attack. Engaging foe.
Curious. There are overlords closing on the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly!
Eternally. Ire shall rise anew. Retribution awaits. With pride.
Our readouts indicate there are nearly 500 million Zerg on Shakuras. All of them moving for this temple.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
is under attack. Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
Returned.
Base is under attack. You must place that in a power field.
I have returned. I have returned. I have returned. I have returned.
Be on guard, warriors. The Zerg are attacking the temple from all three sides at once.
Engaging foe. Zerg Kaladas. Initiating. Our blades meet the enemy.
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
Engaging foe.
Base is under attack.
The Master's gaze falls on your shadowed world.
By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
It is done. The Zenith Stones have been destroyed. Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg.
Glory through perseverance.
is under attack. Base is under
Engaging
attack.
foe. Awaiting instructions.
We will atone.
Hierarch, I have never borne witness to so many Zerg. Was this the threat my mother once faced?
No, Matriarch. This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it.
Engaging foe. Engaging foe.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Our blades
Base is under attack.
engaging foe.
Base is under attack.
The moment approaches, warriors. The temple is realigning. It will be ready soon.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple. If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Begin the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple as long as we can.
attack. Base is under attack.
Our blades meet the enemy. Our blades meet the enemy.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Engaging foe.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Meet the enemy.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Meet the enemy.
Base is under attack.
The temple thruns with energy. It is ready.
Solarite retrieval is still in progress. If we can hold on just a while longer.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Blades meet the enemy.
in the power field. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
I have returned.
Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
I have returned.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Blades meet the enemy.
You have not enough minerals.
I have returned.
Not enough minerals.
I have returned. Our blades meet the enemy. Legion forward.
Base is under attack.
It is done. The Solarite has been successfully warped aboard the Spear of Adun.
Base is under attack.
Templar, initiate dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Midas works. The Zerg are poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriarch. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
That those of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Kala.
The Nerazim fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been Ire. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Zentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying Ire of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
An Arudin, Shakuris. Shakuris is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The Initiate stands alone. Members of her tribe strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a Shadow Hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the Shadow Path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Kala. You are Dark Templar.
First Ire, and now Shakuris. All that we have held dear is crumbling around us. Despite this, we must press on. The Terrans of Korhal have in their possession the Zelnaga Keystone, which Zeratul foresaw would lead to our salvation. Though I have not seen Commander Raynor in many solar returns, I believe he will give the Keystone to us.
Vessel. This is Commander James Raynor. Artanis? Man, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Friend Raynor, you seem rather occupied.
Just another day at the office.
Who are these insurgents?
Call themselves Mobius Corps, an elite guard that used to work for Dr. Narud. They've been striking worlds throughout the sector, leaving few survivors. Each world attacked reported hybrid leading them.
Then truly, no world is beyond Amon's reach.
Reinforce those bulkheads. Reposition the Mark 7 Alpha. We need to form a battle line. They've overrun Sky Shield, our orbital defense platform. Looks like they've destroyed its atmospheric stabilizers. It's falling fast. If it crashes, it'll obliterate Augustgrad.
We will ensure that does not happen, Commander. Engage their fleet and keep their assault at bay.
Like old times, buddy. Like old times.
Ah, good. Hierarch. The solar core awaits.
must remind you, our sacred law, the Deul, clearly forbids us to interfere with lesser beings, unless there is a direct threat to the Empire. Your choice to aid these Terrans is perplexing.
Why do you assume that they are lesser beings, Rohana?
I do not make an assumption. Gaze upon them. Unsophisticated, primitive. They communicate through orifices, mouths.
Many, including myself, once thought as you do. But I have seen their nobility. In time, you will also.
Many of my Dark Templar have volunteered to act as scouts for us. They will keep us aware of Amon's movements.
It seems fate has drawn us together once again, James Raynor.
I'd call it luck.
Luck is a concept that is purely human in origin. We Protoss see the synchronicity of events, and know there is a grander design behind them.
Well, it don't matter how you see it. The result's the same. So what brought you all the way out here, Artanis?
Zeratul believed that the artifact in your possession, the Keystone, he called it, could guide us to the Xel'Naga.
Where's Zeratul now?
The Dark Prelate fell on Ire. His last hope was that I would continue his quest and find a way to stop Amon.
Damn it. Always knew there was only one way this quest of his was gonna end.
His loss is great. I know you called him friend.
I went through hell to get that artifact because of his damned fool prophecies. Lost a lot of good men. If he wanted you to have it, take it. It's yours. Right now, though, we got a city to save. Sky Shield's in serious trouble, old buddy. If we can't bring it back online, Augustgrad's gonna take a nuclear-sized impact. Mobius Corps soldiers are on the platform now, and those guys are suicidal. Rather die than let us stop them. This ain't good. Sky Shield's not gonna last much longer. At this rate, we've got maybe 10 minutes left till it lands smack dab on our capital.
Your suspicions were correct, Commander. Mobius Corps is disabling the platform's atmospheric stabilizers as we speak.
The damage appears repairable, Hierarch.
Yeah, assuming Mobius Corps leaves anything left to repair. Artanis, if you can clear out those troops, my boys can patch up those stabilizers. That should buy us some extra time.
We must move quickly. It will take the combined power of all 5 stabilizers to halt the platform's descent.
The central stabilizer is nearby. Securing it first will deliver us a staging ground to assault the other 4.
Your command is law. We shall... Not make use of me. We shall shield this world.
Durability calculations updated.
Commander, your construction vehicles can begin the repairs.
Thanks, Artanis. My boys are putting a sensor tower here. Should alert you if Mobius Core swings through this area.
Transmit. I have returned. I walk the shadowed path. Receiving. For Forsooth. We await our charge. Eternally resolute.
I am detecting an electromagnetic weapon ahead. The pulse emanating from these devices will slowly damage our shields. But their solarite reactors may be useful to us. Destroying these devices would be highly advised.
The guard moves. Eternally resolute. So be it. Your command is law. We stand watch. So be it.
You require more Vespine gas.
I have returned. The Shadow Guard waits. I have returned. None shall break us. Eternally resolute. We shall shield this world.
My conjecture was correct. These Solarite reactors can be used to improve the solar core's energy output. I detect 2 more of these devices on the platform. If possible, you should seek them out.
Mobius Core is mobilizing an attack against our nexus point. Rally our defenses.
Our blades meet the enemy. The guard moves. For pursuit, our blades meet the enemy.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our nexus point defend against enemy incursions.
More Vespine gas.
I am returned. I am returned. I walk the shadowed path.
Revising durability estimates.
Nice work. Got a repair crew inbound. Heads up. Looks like Mobius Core is starting to reinforce the stabilizers. Expect some heavier resistance.
Upgrade.
Our blades meet the enemy. We stand eternally resolute. Your command is law.
Nice work cleaning out that base, Artanis. Raiders, let's keep this ground secure.
So be it. Your command is law. For Fortitude. Engaging foe. The guard moves. For Fortitude.
Upgrade complete.
Zok Kalados. Our blades meet the enemy.
A third stabilizer has been cleared of enemy forces.
Gotcha. Repairs underway. Man, you're sure pissing Mobius Corps off. A lot of troops guarding the stabilizers. Make sure you got enough forces to engage.
Meet the enemy.
Warping aboard the Solarite reactor now.
Our blades meet the enemy. Vengeance for ire. Vengeance for ire. There is no solace in exile. Vengeance for ire. Our light lives on. Ours.
Upgrade complete.
The final Solarite reactor is being warped aboard now. I will begin installing them as soon as possible.
Ire shall. Our blades meet the enemy. Our light lives on. With pride. Engaging foe. As you say. Our light lives on. The first I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path. So shall it be. I
Durability calculations updated.
Only one stabilizer still remains in enemy hands. We must make haste.
Meet the enemy. Glory through perseverance.
Right on. One less Mobius Core base to deal with. My boys got it from here, Artanis.
Engaging foe. We await our charge. I walk the shadowed path. Our light lives on.
Friend Raynor, Sky Shield has been stabilized, and Mobius Core is retreating.
Admiral Horner will take control of the station from here. Gotta say, I owe you big time for this one, partner. That's a hell of a thing your boys did, Artanis. Sky Shield is back online. We're about to call down the cavalry.
We will join you on the surface and extract the keystone.
I got some bad news for you. Seems our friends below had the same idea. While we were fighting to get planetside, the Imperial Palace was raided. Security data indicates the keystone was taken. My mama used to have a saying, when it rains, it floods.
I am uncertain as to how this saying is helpful, friend Raynor.
Me either. Wait a minute. I'm getting intel. A Mobius Core evac team is headed toward Bennett Port. They got the keystone.
We shall not let them escape.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
The War Council awaits you, Hierarch.
I have received word from our scouts. It seems Amon's forces are divided to conquer separate parts of the sector at once.
It's looking bad, Artanis. A lot of dead people down there. We gotta take these bastards out.
What could have led these Terrans to come under Amon's thrall?
They were assigned to some top-secret details, running security at Dr. Narud's hybrid research labs. After Valerian re-established the government, the Mobius Foundation went dark. Last transmissions were chaotic, crazed. Next thing we know, the attack started.
Then Amon has turned them into his slaves. An army. They are dangerous, but they are only the start of the war to come.
You always were the optimistic sort. Mobius Core is making their way to Bennett Port with the artifact. We gotta stop them before they get away with it. Welcome to Bennett Port. At least what's left of it. Mobius Corps entrenched themselves here to keep us from the artifact. Valerian's setting up his base now. Once he gets...
Raynor, what is happening?
The hybrid are channeling void energy into the Keystone. The resulting psionic disruption has overwhelmed the Terrans.
Deploy our immortals. We need heavy assault to protect these Terrans until the disruption subsides.
Man, that's 2 I owe you, Artanis. Felt like I was losing my damn mind.
The Keystone is recharging, Commander. They will surely activate it again soon. We must reclaim it.
You ain't kidding. Let's lock and load, partner.
We can construct immortals from the robotics facility. They are quite effective at sieging enemies or defending our allies.
All right. My boys are taking this fight to Mobius Corps. And once you got your defenses in place, bring the heat.
You have not enough minerals.
This disruption has hit my forces hard. We've taken heavy casualties, and we're going to need more time to establish our fortifications. Do what you can to keep them at bay.
Already on it. Your position will be secure till they fire up that Keystone again.
You have not enough minerals.
Our duty is unclear.
Hierarch, several of our Dominion research facilities are reporting that they are under attack. If you can rescue them, I'll return any Protoss technology they've collected to you.
I walk the shadowed path.
You have not enough minerals.
Hierarch, I'm detecting a significant energy spike. I expect the Keystone will emit another disruption nova soon.
Let fear consume you. Undara Manaka, I heed the call. We stand watch. I feel your presence. our charge.
Your allies are in battle.
For fortitude, we shall shield this world. So be it. God. There shall be a reckoning. Our blades meet the enemy. We shall win.
Commander, our forces are ready. The Dominion is engaging Mobius Corps.
We march to victory.
Mobius Corps has turned their sights upon our Nexus. Prepare for battle!
All will worship, or be forever silent! I walk the shadow path. I walk the shadowed path. Our blades meet the enemy.
We have liberated a Dominion facility.
Can't believe we made it out alive. Some of our medics will stay behind in case you need them.
Keystone is emitting powerful energies. I expect it will fire again soon.
I have returned. I have returned. Glory is eternal. I have returned. We await our charge. We shall see.
The Keystone's disruption is also affecting the Mobius core. We should attack them once our allies are safe.
Vengeance for Iron. Glory through perseverance. Make use of it.
For poison. Our duty is unending. Our blades meet the enemy.
Vengeance for ire. Vengeance for ire. Vengeance for ire.
The attackers have fallen. Forge ahead to the Keystone's location.
Glory through perseverance.
You have not enough minerals.
Give your vengeance for ire.
I feel your presence.
Damn, that's one hell of a headache. Thanks for the help, Artanis.
Dominion SCVs, establish a fortification line here.
We've broken their defenses. Let's get some bunkers out there.
You must construct additional pylons.
Vengeance for ire.
Require more Vespine gas.
Vengeance for ire.
Our pylon is under attack.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our Nexus Point defend against enemy incursions.
Vespine gas.
With pride, vengeance for ire.
Pours along.
Glory through perseverance. We obey. So shall it be. And Aris Adari. We obey.
We shall serve forever. There shall be a reckoning.
Ire shall rise anew. As you say, our light lives on. With pride. So shall it be. As you say, with pride, we obey. Our light lives on. So shall it be. As you say, eternal.
Hierarch, I'm detecting a significant energy spike. I expect the Keystone will emit another disruption nova soon.
must construct...
Our blades meet the enemy. I have returned. Your minds shall be torn asunder.
Your allies are in battle.
We march to victory. There shall be a reckoning. I serve the firstborn. Our blades meet the enemy.
Thank you for your help. Our last science vessels are on their way to the front line.
Get our sons. Ire shall rise anew. Our blades meet the enemy.
We have survived the hybrid's assault. Continue onward, warriors.